I know why you're actually here. You just want free money. Well, good thing is, I can give that to you. Use the promo code BROADS at SeatGeek's checkout, and you will get a free $20. Make sure you get yourself to a game now. The Phillies are eliminated from the playoffs. 8 straight seasons. 8 straight seasons. We haven't seen playoff baseball in so long. It's disgusting. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This team failed to get into the playoffs. But wait, why am I surprised? Our starting pitching was abysmal this season, and upper management came into the season thinking it was going to be good enough. Our skipper, good old Gabe Kapler, he sucks. And guess what? I will not see this man manage another baseball game for the Phillies after this season. That's right, I really do believe that John Middleton is going to step over Matt Klentak, just like he did with the hitting coach, and he will fire Gabe Kapler's ass real quick. Because if you watch this team, if you understand baseball and you watch this team, it's pretty damn obvious that Gabe Kapler has no clue what the hell he's doing in terms of managing a baseball game. Today, in a must-win situation to keep the playoff hopes alive, Brad Miller batted cleanup. That's my favorite. When Gabe Kapler does something so stupid like that, it cracks me up. And then, Brad Miller actually has a chance to bat cleanup. He argues a call, gets kicked out of the game. Then here comes Gabe Kapler. Gabe Kapler with his sunglasses. Do I have my sunglasses? Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Here he is. Comes out. He's marching. Pointing the finger like a loser. He looks like such a loser. I can't stand the guy. Alright, so. He's gonna be gone. He's absolutely going to be gone. Everyone gets criticism, though. Like, I'll look at Bryce Harper's first year with the Phillies. We'll dive into Aaron Nola's year, Rhys Hoskins' year, JT Realmuto. I'll do that separately, all right? I'll have a video about that. This video is in terms of how disgusting it is that we didn't make the playoffs. Like, we just got eliminated against the Washington Nationals. We fell 4-1 today. No fight at all. It's just disturbing to see. You have Gabe Kapler come out and say every game is a game 7. You know, he's coming out there trying to make it seem like it's must win. Everyone's going to be giving it their all because they know if they don't, they're screwed. Have you seen fight over the last few games? We got embarrassed last night. We get retired, 18 straight at one point today, I believe? I mean, I was barely watching because, you know what? If you haven't noticed, the Phillies content has been a little quiet over the last 4 or 5 games. That's because I know. I knew the whole time, right? We were going downwards, the spiral was happening, and we weren't making playoffs, and the team gave me nothing, no juice. I didn't want to watch that garbage. I didn't. So, I didn't watch the garbage. And today it was on TV, and the background noise, I don't watch this team anymore, though, moving forward. I've had enough. It's been a very frustrating year. Just not enjoyable, right? The team hasn't been enjoyable. I had a blast at opening day when I went with my back against the wall screaming for a Rhys Hoskins grand slam. I had a blast then. I had a blast the first month or so. But once we started to slip, once McCutchen went down, it was a dumpster fire. This team lost everything, and it was a season that was so annoying to sit through. I'm kind of happy it's over. Jason Stark, by the way, talked today about the Philadelphia Phillies and stated, if Matt Klentak makes the decision, Gabe Kapler will be back. If John Middleton is the one to overstep him, which I really do believe that, I believe that he will do that because he knows. He sees it. He does. But Jason Stark said if John Middleton steps in, he will be fired. You have guys like Madden who will be released from the Chicago Cubs. Girardi's out there. Like, there are names out there that you just can't pass up on right now, and you can't justify keeping Gabe Kapler over these guys. I'm on the record saying, well, there's a reason why Madden is being released by the Cubs. Everyone loves the name. We might be falling in love with the name, but anyone over Gabe Kapler at this point. So I will gladly do that. If Gabe Kapler is back and he's here next season, He will get so destroyed. He will get booed out of this city instantly on day one. I just can't see how the Phillies management can look at Gabe Kapler and look at this fan base and look at next year and say it would be a great idea to bring him back. His message stinks. This super positivity guy, it's not working. It's already abused. It's boring. No one's buying it. I mean, you can't tell us every single day that, well, I know we lost 10-2, but Rhys Hoskins had a great at-bat in the fifth. That doesn't work here. It doesn't fly here. That's not how it's going to work. So he's going to stand by his guns, and he's going to do that for 2 full years. That's great. But when your team collapses and when your team doesn't work hard for you anymore, see you later, Gabe. You're out of here. And if this doesn't happen, I'm going to be crushed. I'm gonna be livid. You will have the greatest video on YouTube if I find out that Gabe Kapler comes back, because as I sit here right now and we are eliminated today, there's just no way I can justify this man coming back with the job of a manager of the Philadelphia Phillies. I just can't do it. I don't get it. Will we even finish over 500? That's the question. That's the question we are having right now on September 24th. Let's rewind. Let's rewind all the way back to, what was the date? Or middle March? Is that when we started talking about this? Oh, the playoffs. Which, as flawed as we are, and as bad as the pitching staff has been, to not make the second wild card, it's still so embarrassing. It really is. Don't give me injuries. Just don't do it. I know the bullpen had a lot of injuries, and don't even get me started with this medical staff and this Tommy John situation that's going on, because I'm disturbed by that as well. But don't give me injuries. I think we still had enough that we should be able to at least sneak into the second wild card. So this is terrible to not even slip into that spot. You're going to finish fourth in the division. Fourth. Four. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable even with Vince Velasquez, Zach Eflin. It's unacceptable. I'm very interested to see how this all plays out, because it's going to be an interesting offseason. This Nick Pivetta stuff, the starting rotation stuff, and like I said, we'll get into that, right? We'll get into that. I'm a little fatigued with Phillies conversation, but I definitely want to take a look at what just happened throughout the long summer. I definitely do. I am fatigued with them. I'm annoyed with them, but I definitely want to look at Rhys, Nola, JT, and whatnot, and Bryce Harper, of course. But, man, I'll tell you what, this offseason is going to be interesting. You already hear the names like Rendon. Do we go out and then snag him from the Nationals, steal 2 players from the Nats, give him a hefty payday, go out and get a starting pitcher like Cole? Are we going to do that? There's a lot of holes to fill. How are we going to attack the starting rotation? There's a lot. It's going to be a crazy, crazy offseason. But here we are. We are sitting here, not in the playoffs. We will be watching the Braves succeed in the playoffs, I'm sure. It's not like the Mets are going to snag in there. But still, think about where the Mets were this year. Really, a laughing stock. At one point, it was the only team that we can beat. Laughing stock of the league. You could argue worse than the Orioles at one point. Not maybe numbers-wise and record-wise, but internally and their effort level and their body language, worse. I mean, we were saying that Mickey Callaway was trying to lose his job on purpose. And we're going to fall behind them in the standings. Something's got to give. Something has to give. There has to be someone who loses his job. It's that simple. It's that simple. I don't trust Matt Klentak. I don't trust McPhail. But I don't know if they're going to go. Well, unless John Middleton comes up, stands up, looks in the mirror and says, I made a mistake by giving them contract extensions, and I'm going to fix that mistake before it's too late. Maybe he pulls the trigger on them, but I don't see that happening. Gabe's going to be the first one to go, and that's what it is. That's just what it is. And once again, if not, you're going to see one side of me that I don't know if you want to see it. Really. So there it is. I want to know your thoughts down below. Were you still sticking it through? And are you still going to watch? I ain't watching this crap. Nola versus Scherzer tonight. Guess what? I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I'll peep the score, sure. I want to see how Aaron Nola does, because he's been on a big downward spiral at the stretch here that he's in. I'll tune in to check the score, but I ain't going to watch. I don't care anymore. His team is dead. It's just dead. No heart, no pulse to the team. And it's embarrassing. It really is. We were sold a faulty product, absolutely. We got sucked in and we overhyped them, absolutely. But at the same time, as brutal as it's been, to not even sneak into the second wild card, it's got to be better. It's got to be better. And these players have to step up. And they didn't. They didn't. So, let me know your thoughts. See you guys next time.